Now at 5, new details on a Friday robbery turned shooting. The other crimes the suspects are linked to now that they've been arrested. Plus what a paper trail shows when it comes to a school superintendent apparently downplaying reports that basketball players were abusing their younger teammates. And it's a weekend of Portland Pride. We visit the festival and meet some veterans, making sure their comrades in arms don't feel alone. Our top story takes us back to the scene of a gas station shooting that happened on Friday. Thanks so much for joining us here at 5. I'm John Adams. Police have made several arrests and learned the suspects are linked to several other crimes. Our Jake Holter is joining us live now from Northeast Portland. Jake, what do we know?
Well, John, that gas station shooting, police say, was done by a group of teenagers, one as young as 15. Now, if you remember, early yesterday morning, police say several armed suspects threatened the clerk at the 76 before another employee walked into the store. A fight broke out and multiple shots were fired. The employee was hit 5 times, 4 times in the abdomen and once in the leg. Police say he underwent extensive surgery and is expected to survive, but as police continued investigating, they say they realized the same group was likely responsible for several other crimes earlier this week. Crimes including the armed carjacking of a rideshare driver, an armed confrontation with a homeowner who interrupted his car being broken into, and another armed robbery at another Northeast Portland gas station. Last night, officers tracked down the suspects to a home in Northeast Portland. A SWAT-assisted search warrant led to 12 people being detained and several handguns being recovered. Police arrested 4 juvenile boys from Seattle, ages 15 to 17. The suspects face charges ranging from attempted murder and first-degree robbery to assault and menacing.
We don't know fully why they committed these crimes. Obviously they seem to be motivated to try to rob people, to take property that wasn't theirs. They were carrying guns, and ultimately they fired guns.
A 36-year-old Portland man was also arrested on unrelated warrants. Unclear now how he or if he is connected to the other 4. Police say the investigation is still ongoing and more charges could be filed in the future. John?
All right, our Jake Holter live tonight with that update on the shooting we've been following since yesterday. Thanks so much, Jake. Well, new here at 5, Multnomah County search and rescue team was called in to recover the body of a hiker who died on Friday. Around 8:40 yesterday evening, first responders were called to a report of a hiker having medical issues about 2 miles into the Angel's Rest Trail in the gorge. Hikers on scene took turns giving CPR, but the man was pronounced dead by the time Corbett firefighters got there. Volunteers helped to bring the man's body down the trail. On Friday, we got a new look at evidence in a series of alleged sexual assaults inside a high school locker room. Dozens of documents obtained by KGW News appear to show the then superintendent of Longview Schools went out of her way to downplay the reports and to even obstruct police. A warning, details in this story may be difficult to hear. Alma McCarty has more.
Nearly 5 months since KGW's questions to Longview's superintendent were met with silence.
I didn't hear an apology tonight. Is there a reason that word moment was used instead of mistake?
Documents show that behind the scenes, Karen Cloninger had plenty to say about a sexual assault investigation at Mark Morris High School that she allegedly told colleagues was a career killer. That was before Longview police arrested her in May for failing to report, tampering with a witness, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. Detectives piecing together who knew what and when regarding a series of alleged incidents by older members of the boys' basketball team, with younger victims describing being dragged into a dark team room and sexually assaulted. Investigators determined that Cloninger knew the details of the physical and sexual assaults as early as January 29th, 2 weeks before law enforcement got involved, only after a parent filed a police report. Court documents detail how other school leaders told police keeping information from them didn't feel right, and that they'd never seen anything managed this way, but that they were worried about getting fired. According to an interview with the Mark Morris principal, Cloninger and another administrator wrote a February message to families criticizing false rumors and speculation, although the principal put his name on the document. And in another part of the report, investigators told the superintendent that when initially asking for documents, they were stonewalled and blocked on more than one occasion, with the administration providing cherry-picked communications, but never the full picture.
That was our Alma McCarty reporting. Cloninger is due back in court later this year. According to prosecutors, the two juvenile suspects are set to stand trial in January 2027. All right, let's shift gears now and talk about weather, and let's take a live look outside where we have been treated with some beautiful blue skies across much of the metro this afternoon. Corey Johnson is joining us now for a first look at the forecast. Hi, Corey.
Hey, John. Good evening. Yeah, beautiful is definitely the word to use. I want to kick things off with our Visit Seaside camera. Cloud cover overhead, the blue skies, as we mentioned. Lots of people enjoying the coast this evening. 65 for us currently there. And our temperatures right now, very comfortable, very summer-like. Looks like 77 in Vancouver, 80 right now in Beaverton, 79 though in Hillsborough. Our Rose City camera, a gorgeous view of the waterfront. Portland Pride really kicking off. You can see the vendors, the tents out there off in the distance, and it's a great day to head out there. 78 degrees currently. Our future cast, if you're loving the sunshine we're seeing, the good news is you're going to have more of that as we get throughout the evening hours. Notice really not much as I roll the tape. It's going to be sunny and warm all the way into the evening. And if you don't want to head to the waterfront, maybe head out to the square. This is our Pioneer Park building camera. Lots of people out there at this time enjoying the temperatures. And as I mentioned, into the overnight hours, it is going to be very comfortable too. Overnight, sitting in the upper 50s, low 60s in many spots, but we are in the middle of a warming trend. I'll break down just how hot it will get over the next few days coming up.
All right, Corey, thanks so much. We'll see you later in the show. Well, we continue to track the latest wildfires burning across the state, including two that have now been declared conflagrations. They are the Akawa Butte and the Brewer fires burning in Deschutes and Jefferson counties. The Oregon State Fire Marshal has sent multiple task forces, and there are level 1, 2, and 3 evacuation notices in both counties. The U.S. Forest Service says in Central Oregon there were more than 85 fires that started following storms that happened on Wednesday that caused more than 2,000 lightning strikes. Firefighters are also hard at work putting out a group of fires now called the Roe Creek Complex Fire. Firefighters are being supported by dozers and aircraft with more resources on the way. Also started by lightning, there are now level 3 go now evacuations in place. This is the current map. First responders stress if you're in a level 3 area, leave immediately. And in Umatilla County, crews are making progress on the Lower Dry Creek fire. As of this afternoon, all level 3 evacuation notices were dropped. There are still level 2 and 1 notices in place. Let's take a live look over the Portland waterfront where day 1 of the Portland Pride Festival is taking place. This year's theme, Made with Pride, celebrates the past, present, and future of the Pride movement with a special village dedicated to LGBTQ veterans. Libby Dowsett is live in downtown. And Libby, you checked out that booth today. You said it was pretty busy out there.
It's been busy all day, John. It's still busy right now. People checking in, sharing their military background, and state officials say that's important because many veterans feel alone and they don't realize there are people right here they can talk to, and there's also a lot of state services that are available just for them.
LGBTQ veterans at Portland's Pride Festival tell us the previous Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy and now a military transgender ban have many service members suffering in silence.
When I first found the village, I was all alone. I had no resources, I had nobody, and it was the hardest and lowest point of my entire life. I found the veteran village and realized I had a place where I belonged.
Nikki Gold from Oregon State University is the 2025 Student Veteran of the Year, the first openly gay veteran to win the award.
The center of that Venn diagram can be a little bit complicated to be in, but we have to get creative and find our veterans where we are, so we built the Veteran Village.
The Veterans Village at Pride recognizes LGBTQ service members so they know they're not alone.
LGBTQ veterans have unique issues and traumas, often not caused by their military service, but through transphobia or homophobia.
Robin Lane serves as Washington's LGBTQ Veteran Program Manager. She receives calls and visits from veterans seeking help from all around the state.
I had someone out in eastern Washington. It's far more conservative there, but he's been holding on to his trauma for over 20 years.
This village provides an open dialogue with veterans and family members who finally find the courage to reach out for help.
We have you in and out of uniform, and we've got your back, and you'll be okay. It's going to be rough, but you'll be okay.
And they say many veterans assume they don't have benefits because they were told that in the past. So the folks back here say just come up to the booth. They'll be here tomorrow as well. Talk to someone about it, and they can walk you through the process to find out if you have benefits coming your way. Now back to you, John.
Our Libby Dowsett live tonight. Libby, thanks so much for that report. And if you can't make it to the parade in person, here's another option to watch. We're going to stream the whole Pride Parade live on KGW Plus and on our KGW mobile app. And there was another block party earlier today in downtown Portland, this one at Pioneer Courthouse Square. Nordstrom held its first ever downtown block party as the company celebrates its 125th anniversary. There was live performances, food trucks and vendors, kid-friendly activities, plus giveaways and prizes from some companies there. The event itself free and open to the public.
Taking over Portland, we're really rooted here in the community, and it matters to us. We've been here in Portland since 1970 in our big store right across the street, so to be able to celebrate with the community is pretty incredible.
Along with the block party, today Nordstrom also kicked off its anniversary sale.